Check it out. Take off like Jordan, can't stop me from scoring. Nigga, what? Take off like Jordan, can't stop me from scoring. Nigga, what? Take off like Jordan, can't stop me from scoring. Nigga, what?
Hey, but you see the Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia press conference, man?
Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah. Pretty, if you ask me, pretty, you could tell these boys ready to fight. It was a little, they got respect for each other, of course. It wasn't no, Jamel Charlo versus, Harrison type of press conference. But, like I said, these boys ready to fight. They poised. They both look ready to fight. I feel like Danny Garcia, on the other hand, he looks motivated as hell, shocked the world. And we all know if you got to think of guys that can pull off an upset, and, if you have to think of anybody that could be the underdog king when it comes down to pull off upsets, the upset king, you might have to lean towards, he's definitely a candidate, and that's Danny Garcia. But the flip side to that coin is, Danny Garcia he hasn't really got any big wins at welterweight, which is 147. Yeah, he got close wins. I know he had a debatable with Sean Porter, but Danny Garcia, he needs that significant welterweight win, and that is over Errol Spence. If he could pull this off, I feel like, I'm going to go as far as saying, I feel like Danny Garcia hit harder than anybody that Errol Spence has faced. Anybody. I'm going to go as far as saying that. I feel like he can, buzz Errol Spence. I feel like Sean Porter caught Errol Spence with a couple of shots that, stopped him in his tracks. And I feel like Danny Garcia hits a lot harder than Sean Porter. So I feel like Danny Garcia, on the other hand, Danny Garcia has the tools, a good counter puncher. And the thing about Errol Spence is, I feel like he's not very hard to hit. Because Errol Spence, him having that grit, Errol Spence can get in there and fight with you. And I feel like Danny Garcia, might be able to land that no hook, left hook. I feel like that shit can land. And maybe Errol Spence might go down, shock the world as far. Even if Errol Spence win the fight, I feel like it's ways Danny Garcia can shock the world. Of course, I'm going with EJ, Errol Spence, to win the fight by decision. I don't see him knocking Danny out, but I'm definitely going with decision. But I feel like Danny Garcia, man, don't sleep on that boy, man. That's my take.
Yeah, you see it going to decision?
See it going to decision, man. Maybe some knockdowns, but I see it definitely going to decision. Either way.
It's like a new Errol Spence, though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, me and you said it first, man. I hear a lot of people talk about that trainer Blu-ray, man, when he fought Lamont Peterson, like how he just was just a renegade, you know what I mean? Beating, you know what I mean? Making hamburger meat out of people, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then when he fought Mikey, he was more like a technical fight. You like, whoa, I didn't know you could get technical like that. You did. And then when he fought Sean Porter, he fought Sean Porter's style, but it's just like, but Errol got nice defense. But at the same time, he was getting caught with some stuff that we never seen him get caught with, that we don't see him get caught with on the average. You know what I mean? He said it himself. He said before the accident, he really wasn't taking boxing serious. He was just fighting just to make weight. He was going to training camp just to make weight. You dig what I'm saying? To lose weight, not trying to figure out no strategies or nothing. You know what I mean? Going out there with just talent, like Mike Tyson type down there. You know what I mean? Like, and this accident, you know what I mean? Like me and you said, bro, when we making no videos, those shit be coming. All that shit be coming true. He said everything we said in the video we made about Errol Spence back when the accident happened. He said, dog, this shit right here did nothing but motivated me. You know what I mean? Got me more focused. You know what I mean? I moved out of downtown Dallas. Got a ranch out in the, the country. You know what I mean? This guy got away from everybody, only around people that really matter. You know what I mean? Cause this shit show you that life ain't. You know what I mean? Life, anything can happen. You know, straight up. And I feel him because I be saying that shit, bro. Me and you always say, man, when Deontay Wilder and AJ was undefeated, man, anything can happen, man. Let's make this shit happen now. You know what I mean? That's why when he came back, he was like, no, I don't want no warm up. That ain't gonna show. If I go fight a warm up fight, I ain't gonna be motivated, and then that ain't gonna show that I'm still myself to the fans, because the fans gonna question you the way that car flipped. You feel what I'm saying? That car flipped crazy. You feel me? And he got knocked out when that happened. He hit his head. You feel what I'm saying? So he's been knocked out. Whether that was the first time he ever been knocked out, he's been knocked out before. So everybody question him. And he understand that he just gonna prove to us that it ain't nothing to question. He's still himself. He's a real Terminator. That's all I can see, you know what I mean? That's what he gonna have to prove. But, like you said, Danny hit hard. Even Sean Porter, the aggressive Sean Porter, didn't fight Danny Garcia all weird like that. That man fought Danny Garcia down there like Floyd Mayweather. He was moving and all kind of like, damn, Sean. I didn't expect Sean. I thought Sean was going to try to bull Danny. Danny hit hard, bro. Danny hit hard, bro.
He couldn't, you know.
I just feel like Danny should have been. Danny moved to 140 like 2 years too early. In 146, 2 years too early. 47, 2 years too early. He should have stayed at 140 before moving up like that. He should have did some Canelo shit, like made his own weight class at 143. You know what I mean? And became a star at 140. And then, like, gradually moved up. He moved up after the Herrera fight because he felt like he couldn't make weight no more. At the same time, though, Danny Garcia was getting out that good money, man. You know what I mean? Al Heyman paying you good. You feel me? You get unfocused, man. You feel me? Now you fighting in Puerto Rico. Oh, I know I'm about to win this. This old ass dude Herrera took L's already. You know what I mean? Then he can't make weight. He like, man, I don't even want to fight there no more. He should have stayed there, bro. And been knocking cats out at 140. And then this is about the right time. A year ago was the right time for him to move up and start fighting at 147. And then he be in this fight that he in right now. But this is it right here. This is it. He has nothing else to lose. He got to try to do the best he ever can. Man, he ain't got nothing to lose, bro. He ain't got nothing to lose. And Errol got everything to prove.
Now, Danny Garcia definitely, he ain't got nothing to lose, because if Danny Garcia lose this fight, he can just retire, really. He got a big payday. He just really retired, and then you got to understand, he could just be like one of those guys that was, you know, really a 140 fighter, but just went up to 147 to test his greatness. Still got to respect that, but he's most definitely a 140 fighter, man. If all his success will be at 140. Excuse me. Yeah, all his success will be at 140 if he don't perform well in this fight against Errol Spence. This is pretty much his last breakdown, my call or whatever. So
yeah, he lost every big major fight at 147. And you know, but you know, like I ain't gonna lie though, Angel Garcia said some real stuff. He said, yeah, this is a pay-per-view fight, but this ain't our first time being on pay-per-view. He said first time was on Mayweather fight, and we was fighting a fight that everybody thought we was gonna lose. He said, you know what I mean? So when it comes to that pay-per-view stuff, he said, Danny been here before, and we gonna show y'all. So you know, hey, you know, you can't count Danny out. I didn't want to see this fight at first. I ain't gonna lie, but after the accident, I think this is a tough fight for Errol. This is a good scale. You know what I mean? A nice digital scale. You know what I mean? Errol's gonna be weighed, and we're gonna know. And then it's right after the Terrence Crawford fight. You know, so it's gonna be real. It's gonna be serious.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. That's what I'm saying. I definitely want to see this shit. I just feel like even if Danny Garcia lose, man, I feel like he gonna look good. But I got Errol Spence.
Matter of fact, you're right. Though. It's all about how Danny lose, like how Sean lost. Sean Porter didn't lose. Like Sean would have got his ass beat. Like I was talking about him getting his ass beat. It would have been crucial. Like if Errol would have used the jab, and every time that boy jumped in, just punished him. Huh? You said what?
I know I said Sean Porter lost, but he didn't lose. You know, it's like he gained a lot of more respect. But then the thing about that is, Errol Spence said Sean Porter caught up with some shots that caught his attention.
Yeah. Sean was catching Errol with a lot of punches, man. Straight up, dog. It was real clutch. But Errol, he went out there and fought that man fight like you know what I mean, and did what he had to do. He won. It's hard to win a Sean Porter fight, man, without holding and stuff. Kell Brook, he beat Sean Porter, but he ain't beat him like how Errol beat him. Errol went out there and fought his fight.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I think Kell Brook beat him a little more clear than Errol Spence.
Kell Brook went out there and beat him with a strategy. You feel me? Errol Spence went out there and beat him in his own fight. And that's not gonna be pretty. If you go out there and fight a Sean Porter fight, that's not gonna be pretty at all.
I give Errol Spence that though. He did fight Sean Porter at his own damn fight.
And another thing about that, Sean Porter was like Danny Garcia is right now. Had nothing to lose, everything to gain. He had nothing to lose. He lost to Keith Thurman. He lost to Kell Brook. That's 2 losses already. You feel me? He beat the so-called weakest link, Danny Garcia, right?
Yeah.
Out of the big 4. He beat Danny Garcia. Now he finna fight the top dog. He went out there and fought with he put everything on line. Everything on the line, and went out there and fought. You feel me? Like, I ain't got nothing to lose. I gotta give a shout out to Mike Garcia for giving everybody the heart to get in the ring with Errol Spence. Because I understand why Errol Spence got bored and started drinking and, stopped not being lackadaisy about being training and stuff when he ain't got no fight date. I understand why. Because them cats was ducking, goosing Errol Spence, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, bro. They was duck. And Goose hitting the slowest person they could find, goosing him so they could chase him around. You feel me? They ain't finna chase nobody that's finna get up out that chair and catch their ass. You dig what I'm saying? They was ducking that man, bro. Bro, Mikey Garcia had to call that man out for everybody else to be like, all right, I'll fight him now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so Errol was so bored that he was so bored that he started drinking and stopped worrying about making weight. He was like, man, I'm the best, and these niggas don't even want to fight me, man. You know what I mean? Going to strip clubs, hanging out, you know what I mean? Downtown Dallas, you know what I mean? Living it up. That's what happened. I understand, you know what I mean? You got to have a little empathy to understand what can go into a young man's brain, you know what I mean? And that's basically what happened. These cats, Keith Thurman didn't want to fight him. Danny Garcia didn't want to fight him. Sean Porter didn't want to fight him. You know what I mean? He like, damn, Lamont Peterson was the brave soldier that came out there and got turned to hamburger meat. You know what I mean? Then he fought, what that dude name is? The Capo. You know what I mean? El Chapo. You know what I mean? It just like, the boy was like, God damn. Then nobody calling him out. This man is just bored. You feel me? Where is the liquor? You dig what I'm saying? That man coming to the fights drunk. You know what I mean? Man, he had to fight drunker than a mug, bro. That man, little Mikey calling him out and shit. He like, man, whatever, man. Mikey ain't trying to do nothing, man. Then find out Mikey serious. He's like, what? You know what I mean? Now I gotta make weight to get to fight this dude. I'm just gonna make weight and fight this man. He probably a little motivated because it would have been embarrassing to lose to Mikey. It would have been embarrassing.
That's the way Mikey was talking too.
It would have been embarrassing, bro.
I think he put him a showcase against Mikey.
That would have been embarrassing. Hey, bro, I was thinking about this though. What you think about this? I was thinking like Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, right? This is the fight of the gods, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, think about it. Both of them boys been shot. And no, not shot. Near life and death experiences, bro. Terrence Crawford got shot in the head, bro. You feel me? How many cats survive a shot to the head like that? You dig what I'm saying?
Take off like Jordan, can't stop me from scoring. Nigga, what? Take off like Jordan, can't stop me from scoring. Nigga, what? Take off like Jordan, can't stop me from scoring. Nigga, what? Take off like Jordan, they can't stop me from scoring. I know you love the bitch, but she fucked in the foreign. Spent all my money, I be rich by the morning. I be counting money, you still be snoring. The wife wanna leave you cause you make life boring. Like TC, you niggas like Jeff Horn. Jumping head first, you niggas should've been warned. Dry rock condoms, niggas shouldn't have been born. I don't give a fuck how you feeling no more. I ain't never changed, been the same since 94. Hang with weak niggas, all my niggas hardcore. Bust a sucker head, leave his brains on the floor. Jump in the whip, hit the gas, make it roar. Money grow like grass, I'm the lawn, making more. Niggas tryna buy, I'm the plug, I'm the store. You niggas on the boat, come and see, I'm the shore. I never joined the game, but I'm a G, I'm a lord. High quality, I'm a Benz, you a Ford. I ain't playing with niggas cutting heads like a sword. I ain't listening, all the lanes get ignored.